Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hope you had a great day. Sorry about yesterday after 2 o'clock, our internet shut off. It wasn't just our house, it was the entire neighborhood, right? Of a few thousand people. So apologies. But it was back up in this morning, so we're good. S&P, so as you guys can see, we've been going over this for the last few months, and this is a weekly chart, by the way. Weekly looks even amazing, right? Nice little uptrend. And then let's go to the daily. Yesterday it did make a little hanging man candle. Usually this is a topish bearish, but it's not always right. It can still rip up. The only thing I'm gonna say is be careful if it breaks below 442. The number has now been pushed up just near the all-time highs. A break of 442 and a hold below is not something that we want. Okay, so write this down somewhere where you'll see it. SPY break of 442 is not something we want. If it does break below 442, then it needs to hold above 440. Then you're gonna see some reds in the market, right? Another thing that I wanna ask you guys, S&P is at all-time highs, triple Qs are at all-time highs. Is your account down or up, or have you maintained it? That's something that that you guys need to ask yourself. If your account is down with the market at all-time highs, then there's something wrong with your trading. That's something that needs to be changed. Either you're going in with heavy position sizing, or you're getting caught in FOMO. If someone makes a comment in Discord, they've been hitting all the trades, but then on their one trade you end up going heavy, and then all of a sudden that trade goes red against you. Now you give it back. Okay, you guys need to understand one thing: whether it's me, whether it's LB or T or anybody in the group, we can hit 10 plays in a row. That does not mean that you're gonna go heavy in one of our positions. Size has to be consistent, because that's something that will keep your account alive. Okay, we do have some red trades, but it comes down to managing. Okay, if you manage your account right, you will be good. Is my account at all-time highs? One of them is, but not all of them. But I've maintained and I'm doing good. Okay, so with the SPY and Qs at all-time highs, where is your account? You guys need to go back and look at this. It's very important, because if the market is strong and is going up and your account is not all-time highs, that means you were playing the wrong stocks at the wrong time. That's something that you need to learn. We often try to explain rotation. We try to explain when the rotation happens from financials into tech, or tech into financials, or energy, whatever it may be, right? We played all sectors in the last 4 months. We played a lot of energy names. We played a lot of financial names. We played a lot of tech names. We freaking played Walmart, Home Depot. Who plays those names? We do. Okay? So you guys need to understand these certain things. Okay? So right now, today, let's just hope that it stays above 442. I don't like this action. We can have a red day, or we can even rip up higher. Or we can have a little floating action, which means that the market holds up. Okay? So let's see what we have. Qs. Near all-time highs again, right? Tech is near all-time highs. I think the last 2 days have been beautiful. And tomorrow could be a very powerful lotto setup. Now, I may be completely wrong. Size still stays the same. That does not mean that you go in heavy or anything like that. No. On this, me and T were talking yesterday. When we call out lottos, sometimes, for example, on a 10K cash count, we might say that you should not even. If a lotto is under $2, you only buy one contract. And some of you guys with a $5,000 account, you guys are going in with $1,000 on lottos. It's either revenge trading, or it's either something that you're trying to make up. Please don't do it. Even if that 1,000 turns into 5,000, I promise you, in the next 6 months, you're gonna give those back, because now on the next lotto, you're probably gonna end up turning 3,000 out of excitement, because you start daydreaming. You think that this is what's gonna happen to my account. Okay, so don't get emotions involved, sad or happy. Just know these things. So Q's holding beautifully today. What I wanna see, I just want a nice little flush to a little to the downside, and towards the end of the day, I want upside on Qs. Or maybe we just rip all day today, which is also good. I don't know, but it's just something I'm seeing. A little flush in the morning, or hold down, and then a nice reversal to the upside for tomorrow. And tomorrow can be setting up for a massive, massive lotto day. Okay, so I just spent 5 minutes on these two charts. So let's go over PLTR. PLTR, amazing earnings. The stock's up 10%. Right, if you're holding some leaves, I think I'll just break even on them maybe, right? Because the time decay theta killed me here. Okay, we had spreads for next month, which were great, and they're going to be up a lot, but I sold mine for break even for certain reasons. As long as PLTR needs to hold above 24, just know this number, 24 is very important on PLTR. If it can hold above 24 for the next few weeks or days, where do I go? If it can hold above 24 for some time, I think we can see a good move towards 27, 28. Personally, I'm not going to get caught in this, right? It can obviously run all day, I have no idea. But their numbers, earnings, growth, everything was impressive. So 24 is what you need to know on PLTR. It needs to hold above 24 for a move towards 28. And then we have CLOV. Oh man, look at all these drawings. So CLOV, the chart is broken. I don't like these charts because they're very risky. There's pumps, there's dumps, pump, dump, pump, dump. But if you catch the right move, you can make a lot of money on it. You have to be very careful with these charts, right? CLOV, from what I see, I think it needs to close above 950. If it can hold above 950, we can see a big move on this, right? So when does that come? Maybe today, maybe next week, maybe next month, who knows? So we wait until 950 is reached. Okay, here is still in chop zone. Theta will kill you unless you're catching the fast moves. So 950 plus is what we need, okay? And then we have Ride, a nice little downtrend, right? I would not play this here. Some of you guys might want to play the bounce here, which is fine. But personally, I will wait until it holds the 630-ish. So $6.30, right? So it needs to hold 630 and then a bounce towards $8, right? You can catch the $1 move. So 630 hold is must and stay above 630 for some times. Why? Very simple, nothing complicated, no indicators, no MACD, none of that stuff, right? Very simple. If you go right here, look at all the selling pressure below 630, right? For many days, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, right? If you can stay above 630, maybe that shows us that, okay, there might be some demand. And then next we have 666, very basic support and resistance levels, but just understanding which resistance to play and which needs to hold is what's important, okay? Open. I'm just going over some of these names, right? Matt mentioned them in the pre-market. So Open again needs above 1550. So 1550 is the number just by looking at it right away. It needs above 1550 hold, and then maybe you can play a move towards $17 or $16. But these names, when they move, they move. So you have to have the patience to hold them through these squeezes if you're going to play these names, or else take your quick profits and you're gone. Okay. DM, another name with a lot of great numbers this morning, I believe. Right, I don't really follow this company. I know LB nailed this company last year, and so all these charts are set up in the same way. There's a similar trend in them. Okay, this needs 980 hold, $9.80. If you're in DM, 980 is must. What the hell? So $9.80 is what's required.
What was that number again?
$9.80, right? And if you have anything to say, just come over, because yesterday for post-market you told them.
Okay, I love that company.
Yeah, so DM is $9.80. I mean, if you're long on equity, then these numbers don't matter. Then you just look at the fundamentals that you can hold and play. But I'm talking in regards to trading and options, okay? So $9.80. Moderna, I missed this entire move, right? I was not worried, that's fine, but we caught Pfizer, which was amazing. And some of you guys bought puts here, right? Not a bad play. I mean, it just happened to squeeze a lot more with the vaccine news, which is also fine. It wasn't a bad play. And here on such a bullish candle, and then they gave a reversal right away. Right here, the chart may be broken for some time. Very hard to tell which direction it goes to. Now, the vaccine stuff is real. I mean, after 3 months, if they don't come on and say like, oh, okay, we don't need the vaccine no more, the virus is gone, or anything can happen. I have no idea. Maybe the vaccine will increase. Maybe we need a shot every month. Who knows? I have no idea. Okay. But if the vaccine stays, and that's something that will be required, Moderna is going to go a lot higher, right? And if any negative vaccine news or any positive news in terms of everything opening up, and you only need vaccine maybe once a year or whatever it may be, then it might go sideways for a bit. Okay, so this is all vaccine related with all the news that are coming out and the potential revenue that may be there for Moderna in the coming 1-2 years. Okay, so that's what's happening with this company. And then we have somebody asked about GE, iron condors on GE. Oh, bless you, man. So GE, yes, you can play iron condors on this, right? I would have to look at the premium in order to tell you, right? So you'd play maybe 2-3 points out of the money to the top and 2-3 out of the to the bottom side, and you would buy yourself some time, because this stock does not move as much as you can see. So it only makes $1-2 moves, right? So it's very hard to catch iron condors on these names. unless you get the right premiums. Okay. With the Amazon, Google, the reason we do them is because they make 100-point moves. Okay, they make 200-point moves when they go one direction. Okay, this can just continue going sideways for a long time, as you can see. So I would just avoid. Okay, or buy time at least. Lamb Research, LRCX, a beautiful play. I've been waiting for this chart for many months now to set up. Right, this will be the next samurai to run. But the only thing now is there were some comments by Morgan Stanley this morning. I think that the growth in chips might be slowing down. Right, I still have to look into it, so don't take my word for it. But if I look at the weekly action, I don't see nothing bullish here yet, except that it's holding this rectangle action, or whatever you guys call this. It's just been in this drop right here. Okay. Now, this in the coming weeks, if there's a slowdown by any chance in chips, right? I mean, before the comments were different based on today's comment. This can obviously see all the way to 517, even 4670. Is this possible? Yes, it is. So let's zoom out. Let's look at the historicals. Look at this. In 2017, okay, it hit 231. The stock went down for the next one entire year. Okay, I don't know what was happening with chips at that time. I wasn't too focused. It got cut down almost in 50%. Can the same thing happen here? Because this ran from in 2020 from 188 to 600 plus. That's 300% on equity, or over 200%. Right? Does it keep going to 1,000? It can, yes. But based on the weekly, it's very hard to tell which way it goes. Okay, because there's a lot of sellers about 646. We either wait to catch the bounce at 520-ish or around 555. But playing in between here, the premiums are too expensive. It will be a gambler's bet. Unless you have some inside news or you have some confirmation, then yes. But trying to catch a move here in between, there's no traction here. So either wait till it reaches this level at 550-ish, right? And you know that there will be a bounce of 20 points and you catch that trade. Okay? Or you wait until it closes above 650, 650, 655. Okay? Tesla, a beautiful bull flag on the daily, right? The weekly, it was bearish last week, right? But on the daily, it looks like it wants to go, but then just too many sellers above this level. It has to get a 720 hold, and then from 724, 725 above, we can see a nice squeeze towards 730 and 760. But 720 hold is must. Okay? And with this, guys, will end. And tomorrow is setting up for a massive lotto day. I'm telling you guys right now. From what I'm seeing, tomorrow may be a massive lotto day. So I'm just gonna sit patient all day and see if it goes. We have LBs just wants to go
Why
or
is your
something.
mouth so sensitive, bro? Jeez.
I'm a sensitive guy.
I can't with you, bro. So yeah, like Ricky said, just watch these levels on SPY. All I was watching was that chart that I sent yesterday for the CPI numbers. The last 3 CPI numbers, every single time it's been kind of a toppy formation and we've gotten a pullback. So I took a risk taking SPY puts for this Friday. Yesterday, obviously, we ended strong with a little hammer candle there. In pre-market, we came down a little bit. Tech is weaker and financials are stronger. That's the reason SPY isn't dumping the way we need it to. But let's see what happens today. If we do get a gap down in the morning, we still got, what, 10 minutes? So it doesn't look like we'll get the move that we need, but I will hold these for a little while and see what happens. Remember, the last 2 days, the action has been either tech or financials goes up or down, and the other one goes inverse to the other one. So let's see if we get a little pullback on financials here in the morning and a tech goes sideways, then SPY should come down. So let's just watch. Wait and watch.
So play the levels until nothing's confirmed. And guys, just manage your accounts, please. Some of you guys don't listen. You know who you are. We get your DMs, right? We love you, but if you don't listen, we cannot help you. You have to work on your numbers. Right? Some of you guys are in a rush to make money in the market. Understand what compounding is, right? On a $10,000 cash account, and if you're up $200 in a week, that's fucking amazing. Just know that. And if you think that's less, then go learn what compounding is. With this, we'll end it. See you guys back in the chat.
Thank you, Ricky.